I literally can't stop smelling this. It's a toasted marshmallow pillar scented candle, and I haven't actually used it yet because I only bought one, and I really just don't want to use it because I don't want it to be over. I don't want the experience to be over. I might have to go out and buy some more. I've got like scarcity mindset when it comes to the toasted marshmallow pillar scented candle. I just feel like I need it because I'll never get another one again. So yeah, I'll have to go out and buy some more. I just filmed an episode of Tea and Tarot, which was really like a proper blast from the past. I'm planning to put one out a week from now on because I feel like I really want to get back into it, and I have so many ideas. And I just kind of got sidetracked by loads of other things, but I actually really enjoy nothing more than sitting down. I don't know if this is going to surprise you guys, but I enjoy nothing more than sitting down with a cup of tea and having a good gas bag about tarot. I know this is going to come as a shock to some of you, so you may need to sit down, but that is just what I love to do with my time. So I think I'm going to get back into that in a pretty major way. I'm really annoyed though because I just finished filming and then I replayed a little bit of it to make sure that the sound was okay and the light was okay, and I realised that I had a teeny tiny little piece of grass on my top the whole way through. So yeah, I'm going to my mum's with Danny today, and we're going to stay overnight. She lives in a very lovely, quaint little typically English village with like flagstone, you know, market square in the centre, and everything's just so beautiful. So if we go for a walk I might shoot some footage of it and stuff. If you really like to fetishise the typical English village, then this is definitely one of those villages. And we're going to have some food and just basically lark about. Oh, and my Black Hat Friday top came today, so that's cool. I'm going to be wearing this on Christmas Day, I should imagine. I don't know if you can see it. Have yourself a very merry Witchmas. I don't mind if I do. I've never had a top with a black hat on it before, so I'm really pleased. But all the proceeds for this t-shirt went to a really, really beautiful organisation called The Gentle Barn. I'll link the website below. They do some fantastic work, and when I read about them and their mission and what they do, I literally just burst into tears. I thought it was so lovely. So I'm very happy to have this t-shirt, and I will wear it until it is, I think Ember Honeyraven, oh my god, in a video she said something so good. She said the t-shirt is so thin you could show a movie through it. I'm going to wear this t-shirt until I can show a movie through it. That's what I'm going to do. Any more updates for you? Not, I don't think particularly. I just thought I'd let you guys know that that Tea and Tarot is coming back. Although to be fair, this will probably go in the vlog that I upload after the Tea and Tarot episode. You know, I've really got no real plan for these vlogs. I just kind of know that sometimes I have thoughts that I don't want to make an entire video about, or I kind of have little flashes of inspiration, or sometimes when I'm on my morning walk, you know, I just want to talk to you guys. I miss you guys. I want you to come on the walk with me. So I think sometimes it's just really about splicing those smaller kind of ideas together and stuff, but I don't really have a plan for how often I'm going to put them out or anything like that. I just kind of like, I kind of enjoy the editing process as well. I mean, obviously I'm not one of those people that wants all of the gadgets and the amazing camera, and I'm not kind of looking to be a really kind of popular, polished YouTuber or anything. I do what I do for the love of the material, for the love of what I'm talking about, and I don't think it needs to be kind of like pristine and HD and all of that. But there is something about the editing process which is really satisfying for me, and I think it's probably because I'm a collage artist, and it's a very similar thing. It feels really similar. It feels like the digital version of cutting things up and sticking them together. That's what editing feels like for me. And I know a lot of people don't enjoy editing and really find it to be a bit of a bore. But I actually have really taken to it. And I think that might be another reason why these vlogs have come into fruition. So yeah, I think it's quite fun, and I'm going to carry on doing it. This is my notebook for the Tea and Tarot episodes. I started it ages ago, and I actually have in the back a massive list of, how many did I get to? 53 in the back, and then working with slightly different themes and ideas. I've got 69 in the front, so they're more for kind of like possible videos that I need to do. And then in the back are my possible tea and tarot episodes that I could do. So I never ran out of steam for it. I never ran out of ideas. I have loads of ideas for tea and tarot episodes, but I just got sidetracked. I'd love to bring more consistency to the channel, so that's something that I will be doing. And I really hope that you guys enjoy it. Oh, I've got some requested videos here that I still haven't managed to film. Oh, Shaman's Oracle deck review, that needs to be done. Yeah, so, you know, there is some level of organisation to what I do with the channel. I don't just fling things on there whenever I want to. It's not like a Jackson Pollock situation. There is kind of some... There's a method behind the madness, although there was a method behind Jackson Pollock's madness as well, but that's not the point. Yeah, there's a method behind the madness with it, and it is going to become more consistent in some ways, and I really, really enjoy tea and tarot, and I really hope that you guys get something out of it too. I'm going to hop in the shower and get ready to go and see my dear mama. This has been a little bit of a vlog, I guess. Oh, look at that.
Hang on. Don't get the jars in.
Jars?
Jars. Don't get the jars in.
Bingo.
Bingo! Sorry, I hope you're not going to get that in. Please don't get that in.
Oh, I can't wait to eat. I'm dead excited now.
That's a special pasta for your birthday.
Oh,
special
wow.
birthday pasta.
Wow, that looks gorge.
It is.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Mummy. It's lovely. Hi, chickens. I'm at the market, the village market at my mum's place where she lives. And all the windows are dressed for Christmas now in the shops. It's so cute. Adorable. I'm in the churchyard now. It's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's a typical English church. You can't fault it. It's absolutely stunning. It looks like a painting. I love visiting churches, and I love visiting cathedrals as well, and the churchyard is always a place I love to hang out. I just think the weather-beaten headstones are so beautiful. A lot of them, you can't even read the name anymore, but it's just nice to come and absorb the energies of peace and change and metamorphosis. And the fact that quite often with these ones that are on the side, because they've kind of been laying there so that new ones can be instated, the ones on the side are often they've got things growing all over them, and it just brings to my mind a lot of thoughts about change and about the nature of life and the life-death life cycle, and all that kind of thing. Some of them are really beautifully engraved too. I think I've seen some videos in the past on and off about witches loving to walk through cemeteries and loving to visit cemeteries, or even to take some earth from cemetery. Hello, and do some spellcraft with it, or do a ritual with it, or just to have it for the energy that it holds. And I can understand that kind of thing. I've never personally worked with graveyard earth, but I can definitely understand that. I've just thought about how risque this is. I'm in a small village in Middle England on a Sunday at like 10 in the morning, talking about taking graveyard earth away from sight to perform spellcraft. That's really risque. There was a time in the past where I would have been hanged without trial for such an infraction. But we've moved on now, surely. Look at this side view, look at it. It really is one of my favourite places to come and visit. It's just occurred to me that you probably can't hear a word I'm saying because of the wind. I'm so sorry. I'll just show you these last few headstones because these ones are just beautiful. I mean, isn't that like something from a poem? I don't know whether or not you can hear the retro Christmas music that's happening in the square, but it's just so beautiful here. It's so romantic and adorable. I just love it. I might shoot a little bit more footage, I'm not sure. I love the fact that some people probably think we all live in houses like that. Little Tudor houses like that. We don't, sadly. One thing that I've learned about having chronic pain is that you've got to start thinking of it in another way. Your narrative cannot be negative, desperate, cynical, sceptical of, you know, things you could try, or you've got to be prepared to recalibrate. You can't stick your head in the sand. It's not going to work like that. You have to start thinking about your issues in a new way, and one way of doing that for me was to get really clear about the fact that having to go for a walk every single morning is actually an amazing opportunity to ensure that I get quality me time into my day, that I get some solitude, that I get to recalibrate and I get to set my energetic vibration without kind of any outside influences or without any mess or disturbance, you know, just choosing the influences that I want to put in and what I want to do. And when I first realised that I was going to have to start moving around a hell of a lot more, it was really frustrating for me. It was annoying, you know. I mean, I work from home, I've got my own business, I felt I didn't really have time, and, you know, it was a compromise and it was a mode of discipline that I had to kind of get myself into that headspace. But now I think of it as a blessing, and I love it, and I absorb every moment of it, because, you know, I could walk around with a sour face on and I could kind of, you know, be grumpy every step of the way, but what's the point? I've got to do it either way, right? So I might as well see the blessing in it, I might as well see the beauty in it, and I really do now, which is an awesome thing. Right, I'm going to go and see if I can find a cafe and get myself a nice cup of tea. It's a beautiful gallery with witchy and spiritual bits in it. Hello, gorgeous. Hello. Oh, yeah. This is my mum's cat, Lexi. He's got a purr like a machine. He loves prawns, don't you, babe? Yeah, you love prawns. Hi lovelies, my workbook came from Leonie Dawson. It came really, really quickly. I'm very excited. I'm going to commence with the opening of it. Already I feel fairly certain that it's hardback, although it could be in a box. I don't know. I expected it to be softback. I don't really mind either way, but I reckon that my one, you know, my one is going to get quite scrappy and is going to be used quite diligently and quite regularly. So so softback might be better in that sense, but I don't really mind. I'm gonna open away. Okay, great. So it is softback, which is good. That's what I was hoping for. I've seen the wall planner. I saw it on her video where she announced the release of the workbook, and it is really beautiful. So I'm really happy to have that. So this is the workbook. This is the workbook that so many people rave about, and this is the workbook that I'm going to be using. I'm really, really excited. I actually can't wait to open this and have a look through. I'm wondering whether to open it now and flick through it, or to actually kind of get the camera and like position it on the floor. I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah, I'm going to have to get up close and personal and show you guys. So, okay, it's beautiful, it's colourful, it's really kind of energising and eye-catching. It's exactly what I thought it was going to look like, and I was really attracted to this idea, the very important 2014 closing ceremony, where you kind of say goodbye to the year that's going out and kind of get ready for the new energies and stuff. So, yeah, I'm quite excited by that. I think that's going to be a really good part of the work for me. So this is some of the 2014 releasing ceremony. What were your business weak points? What do you know needs to improve? What beautiful biz lessons did you learn? This is just so juicy. This is so juicy. I cannot wait to get started filling in this book. What were the areas that felt out of whack, hard to follow or crazy making this year? What could be done to change them? I'm just going to love filling this out. I literally just can't tell you. Let's dream, plan, create your shining life. Don't mind if I do, Leonie. I'm so excited. This year I give myself permission to. Oh look, it's a little permission slip. How awesome is that? This is beautiful, and it's really something that I know I'm going to revisit and go back to. I think she's got monthly check-ins this time around. So yeah, it's just, I'm so excited. I can't wait to talk about some of this stuff with you. Obviously, a lot of it's going to be personal, and I'm not going to be, you know, talking about everything that I've put in there and kind of, you know, exactly revealing what I've been thinking about and what I want to do, etc. But there's definitely a lot of things in here that would make great talking points, and I do think, you know, there are quite a lot of Facebook groups dedicated to following through this workbook, and I know groups of friends follow through this workbook, and, you know, it is very much a conversation starter, and it does help people to brainstorm and get a sense of how they want to be more engaged and how they want to kind of walk into the new year and step their game up in the new year. So, oh, how would you like to celebrate your birthday this year? It's funny that I'm seeing that because I have been having some thoughts about birthdays recently that I thought about making a video or potentially putting some thoughts in a vlog about. So that's weird because that is something that I've been thinking about, and thinking about kind of the pressure and the expectation that I know a lot of people feel when it comes to planning birthdays and you know, being very present and being very available for their birthday, or feeling like they have to be happy or they have to be sociable, or, you know, so I think that's something that I'd like to talk about as I approach my birthday, and it's the big 3-0 for me. So a lot of those feelings are coming up. Oh, plan a creative and soulful retreat for yourself this year. This is just so sweet. I absolutely can't wait to get into it and talk to you guys about it more. I'm going to go off and devour it now. Well, I've got one more reading to do, and then I'm free to go through the workbook. So I'm going to invest myself lovingly in my last reading of the day, and then it's really just about me and Leonie. So I'm really excited to get started. Hi loves, I'm on an afternoon walk, but it's already getting dark, so I'm going to have to go back quite soon. I wanted to read something to you guys that I wrote on my Four Queens Facebook page, that it was really kind of, I was really called to write it, and I feel really called to talk about the subject quite a lot at the moment. And I think it's because of that kind of dualistic release and receive energy of Yule that's really coming into the foreground for me at the moment. But I wrote something about closure on my Four Queens Facebook page, and it was received really well, and a lot of people said that, you know, they felt that they needed to hear it at that moment, or they shared it or liked it. So I'm going to read it to you guys and maybe give you a few words on the topic too. Okay, so it says, there are many people in the world right now who are waiting for someone else to hand them the keys to healing, happiness and freedom. There are many who are convinced that they can only feel whole once they've heard some golden words from a certain individual. There is such a pervasive energy of need, a need for validation, for recognition, for permission. As we approach Yule, I urge you to think about any lingering need to heal, to achieve closure, to forgive or to be forgiven. Remember that no one else grants you closure, no one else holds the keys to healing. You do not need to wait for someone else to tell you that you are allowed to feel better, that you are loved and worthy, that you can let go of the past and walk into the future. You have the power to give yourself closure and to walk the path of healing and release. You do not need to wait for that person who is acting with cruelty to act with kindness. You do not need to wait until someone who walked away from you starts walking back towards you with their arms outstretched. You do not need to wait for someone's apology or for someone to say that they finally forgive you. It is entirely possible that none of those things will ever happen, and that doesn't matter. Closure is an inside job. Healing is an inside job. The journey starts and ends with you. Okay, I just want to say that I really feel that that is the case, and I really feel that if you are struggling right now because you're waiting for closure to come from an outside source, if you're waiting for somebody to say the right words to you, or pick up the phone to you, or open a dialogue with you, if you feel like you need that other person in order to kind of find closure and to release the pain, then I just want to tell you that closure is an inside job. It always has been and it always will be, and there's no point trying to find it outside of you. You've got to go within, and you've got to know that you can open that door for yourself, and you can instigate healing for yourself. And one of the key ways to do this is actually just to connect with the divinity within you, find that spark of divinity within you. You know, we often talk about going to the core and finding the centre and, you know, connecting with the spark of God that's within you and stuff. And I really think, you know, those words are beautiful, but until we put them into action, we can never really know how beautiful they are. They are so beautiful, and it's true, you know, when I think about approaching things from the perspective of somebody who is kindling the spark of divinity within them and who is connected to all of this, you know, and is a part of all of this, then I very quickly realise that closure is an energy that is always available to me, that I don't need to wait for someone to say or do the right thing, you know, for me to ultimately be free of a situation and for me to be able to move on. And so, you know, I wanted to say that if those words are helpful to you, let them be helpful. And if they strike a spark of illumination in you, let them do that. And much love and blessed be.